in and let me know if you're around, if you're on the live. I would love it if you drop in and let me know where you're joining me from. And if you are on the replay, drop me a little hashtag replay if you caught this and what you think of the cards and the tapping. And if you're thinking, cards tapping, what's she on about? Then it's likely that you're new here, and you're really welcome if you are. My name is Emma Starling, and for the last 9 years on Facebook and various other places, I've been doing the daily tap to help people have a little taste of how EFT tapping feels in the body, because it is one of the most powerful healing and growth and transformation tools I've ever known. And yeah, so this is a really easy way for you to feel how it feels in the body. Now, the caveat is this is not therapeutic clinical EFT, although I do teach and certify in that. This is just kind of a toe dip for you to see if you like how it feels. So we're going to be tapping on acupressure points on the face, the top of the body, and the hands. And in order to access the right message, if you like, for something for us to tap on, I'm going to pull as a card from the Star Codes Astro Oracle by Heather Rowan Robbins. It's a fantastic deck, and it appeals to my love of sacred geometry. So what's going to happen is I'm going to tell you what the message is, and as I do that, I invite you to check in with your body and notice what's happening. Are you feeling some resistance to the message? Are you like getting butterflies in the stomach? Are you feeling excited? Does it resonate with you? You know, does it put you off? Do you feel neutral? Because it's all a message, whichever way it comes. So, and then all I'm going to do is ask you to tap by tap, say what I say, and see how you feel. And we're going to give you a marker before you start and when you finish, so that you can see that this works. Okay, so what do we need to know today for our greatest and highest good? And if anybody has a question they want answering, just think that now to yourself, but don't ask a yes or no. Think, what do I need to know about XYZ? Okay, just think that question to yourself. And I'm going to pull a card that is, what do we need to know today for our greatest and highest good? On a live, on a replay. Because divination is a really powerful tool, right? Really powerful for us to get a message. What do we need to know today for our greatest and highest good? Thank you. Okay, so it's number 14, and it talks about debilitated and discomfort. Okay, so don't be put off by that. I'm going to read you the message. So that is really, really beautiful as a card. The illustration is really, really lovely. It's like staircases, and it's all twisty turny. It might speak of too many options, not sure which way to go, which path to take. And of course, 1 and 4 adds up to 5, which is the number of change. And if you look at the tarot, you know, things like the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, the 5 of, you know, it can suggest a little bit of struggle. So this card that is debilitated and talks about discomfort, I'm going to tell you what it says, right? So it says, if you put a well-organized city dweller deep in the wild woods, they'd be accidentally debilitated, out of their element, and pushed to live up to their potential. They may be uncomfortable, but the situation offers a chance to stretch further and develop their soul. The same goes for a planet in a sign or placement that's awkward with its nature. For example, Mercury is the least mercurial when it's in Pisces, opposite the sign of Virgo, which it rules. Speaking as a Virgo, I can vouch for Mercury's power. Here, Mercury can bestow a great mind, but in an intuitive, integrated, imaginative way, not a mind to escape in purely intellectual pursuits. It says, this time you are the invaluable sidekick. This is not your game, but you have a lot to contribute nonetheless, and the long-term benefits will be worth your efforts. Learn and listen rather than assert yourself and your opinions. Use the strength and leadership skills you have to support and center another person or project. Pass the ball to someone who's in the position to run with it. Back up a leader, do the work behind the scenes, or bolster a team. If you're not ready to do this work, you can pass that ball and leave the field, but consider redefining your idea of success. Stay here and you can grow needed skills, expand your repertoire and contacts, and build up trust among others who can help you in the future. Everything you learn, all the contacts you make, prepare you for when it's your turn. Now, when it's in challenge, it says, whether you're an artist among the engineers or a linebacker among the ballerinas, you may struggle to apply your talents in this given situation. In these moments, it's easy to slip into self-pity and self-doubt. But the gift in this card says, and this is the real message, right? This is the depth of it. You are being challenged to grow in ways you can't predict. You are being asked to diversify, to stretch, to strengthen your weak muscles. Only you can decide if it's time to take that challenge. But this experience also encourages you to love yourself in the quiet moments and to appreciate what you bring to the table, even when nobody else notices. So things might be uncomfortable right now. You might be being asked to stretch, to grow, to develop, to do things that you think you don't know how to do, right? But right now is a time to be open to that, right? And to support yourself, to love yourself in the quiet moments. And when you appreciate what you bring to the table, it kind of puts you in the energy of receiving and being open to new things. And so, new awareness, new talents, new skills may just open up. All right. So, let's have a tap in with this. Now, if you've got anything going on for you that feels uncomfortable right now, just bring that to mind. Think about the message that I've just delivered and just notice in your body what's happening. Are you feeling any tension, tightness, discomfort, or pain? Do you feel resistance to that message? So take two fingers and full responsibility for your own well-being. We're going to start on the eyebrow right here. Wherever things are uncomfortable for me right now, outside of the eye, wherever I'm being challenged to stretch and grow, into the eye, I choose to soften the edges of my comfort zone, under the nose, so I can be open to growth and new abilities, and the chin. I carry with me really valuable skills, collarbones. So I wonder if I can start to appreciate everything I bring to the table, under the arm. And if I start to slip into self pity or self doubt, top of the head, I choose to love myself hard instead. And then we're going to finish on the third eye in the middle of the forehead. So be it, and so it is. All right, take a nice deep breath. So now tune into your body. Notice what was tense, tight, uncomfortable, or in pain, or just resistant, or feeling somewhat uncomfortable before. And just notice if you feel a little bit lighter, a little bit easier, a little bit softer now that we've done a round of tapping. Now, of course, that's just one round, and it might not be clinical therapeutic EFT as I would do in a client session or as I teach my practitioners to do. But the process is the same. You're tapping on the same acupressure points. And because I had you bring something personal to mind before we did it, this is far more than just affirmations and putting a plaster on something, right? So the card was debilitated. Number 14. It talks about wherever you're feeling discomfort right now. And if you are feeling discomfort, if you're feeling stretched, like you need to grow and expand, and maybe it feels out of your comfort zone, just remember that you have so much within you already that you can bring to the table. And now is the time to love yourself instead of criticize or doubt yourself, right? It's really easy to do. Now, if this felt good for you and you think, do you know what, this would be really good for me to do in a much more structured way on a more frequent basis, you could always consider joining the Cocoon. The Cocoon is my monthly membership where we get together twice a week for nervous system regulation on a Monday and a Friday. And then I also do a monthly deep dive where I teach you a skill using tapping, but we dive deep into something. And this month, I'm just grabbing it. This month, this week, the event is Brave Truth and Sacred Safety, how to expand without abandoning yourself. So if that sounds like it's of interest to you and you want to come and join us for that class for a month to see how you go, put Cocoon in the comments below. We would love to welcome you. Other than that, I'm going to leave you to your day. I hope that this helped. And if it did, please make sure that you like, follow, subscribe, on even share or tag someone in the comments below, somebody that you feel it might help today. Because if we help one person a day, then as far as I'm concerned, that is job done for me. So Wishing you a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Take care.